like David got literally in charge.
Test, test, test. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Test, test. Test, test. Joel, give me a stomp if you can hear me up there, brother. Give me a stomp on the roof, man. Joel, can you hear me? Thanks, man. It's all good. Test, test.
round of applause for the pride of Chaparral, the Chaparral Firebird Marching Band. You all please rise and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem. Once again, as I mentioned previously, tonight's national anthem will be performed by the Chaparral Choir Group, Nothing But Treble.
good evening, Chaparral Firebird football fans. Jay Candyboy coming to you tonight from Shaptown. A very nice rendition of our Star-Spangled Banner coming to you from Chaparral Field, where tonight our Birds take on the visiting Mountain Lions from Mountain Ridge. Homecoming 2018 here at Shaptown. Come join us if you're in the area. Should be a very entertaining game. Our Birds coming in with a record of 3 wins against 1 loss, and the Mountain Lions coming in 0 wins and 5 down. It is homecoming, as I mentioned. Typical football fall. Fall officially starts tomorrow. 94 degrees in Scottsdale, Arizona. Jay Candyboy coming to you. As always, Joel Sanchez, my great cameraman, bringing these good shots. Appreciate it from Scottsdale. And tonight, it's all about just staying healthy and looking forward to going on the road next week. For those of you who follow this Firebirds football program, it's been a great year. The Birds currently ranked number 4 in the state in 6A. As I mentioned, the Mountain Lions tonight with no wins, unfortunately. So on paper anyway, tonight's contest looks like it could be a very big mismatch. We'll see what that how that plays out. And at the quarterback club meeting this morning, Coach Barnes was actually talking about the fact that the Mountain Lions are down to the 3rd string quarterback. The gentleman who started the first 2 games for the Mountain Lions quit the program after game number 3, and then the 2nd string quarterback actually walked away from the program last week. And then up in the press box, rumors circulating, unfortunately, that maybe even their 3rd string quarterback could be out for tonight's contest with concussion protocol. We hope that's not the case. So the Birds, according to Coach Barnes, of course, aren't going to look past this ball club. On paper, looks like it could be very lopsided. And speaking of concussion protocol and injuries, the Birds will not have their leading rusher for tonight, for the season, I should say, Darvon Hubbard, the junior Ohio State commit with a badly, severely sprained ankle last week at the loss at Saguaro, will not be playing in tonight's contest. So that means sophomore Jared Williams, who has filled in very admirably throughout the season, will be called upon to have the lion's share of the running game. And speaking of last week's game, I was not on the air, as that was the Cox local game. It was also streamed through their Arizona View. So I watched that one like the rest of you did. An absolute heartbreaker for our Birds, going down by a score of 45-37 at Saguaro. The Sabercats, the 5-time defending state champions in Class 4A, took down the Birds late. The Birds were up 21-7 before Darvon going down with an ankle injury, and also star wide receiver Tom Kostakos, as we found out after the game, was only about 50% to say the least, or best, depending on how to look at it, the second half, so he was more of a decoy. The Birds hung in there, did finally take down their first loss, and it's called the Battle for Scottsdale. The rivalry between Scottsdale and Saguaro and Chaparral goes back many years. It's the city championship. So this week, as I mentioned, on to the Mountain Lions. Coach Barnes looking to hopefully get a lot of players out there on the field for tonight's contest. As we get ready for tonight's coin flip, the usual captains for the Birds ready. Number 1, Jack Miller. Number 5, defensive end, Oliver Karras. Number 54, Zian Tessler, ZT. Number 78, offensive lineman Craig McFarland. And number 81, wide receiver Timer Kostakos, ready to represent for our Birds. Looking across the way, we have number 65, Ethan Hudak. Number 84, Jaden Mason. Number 8, Noah Hasagawa. And number 18, Cole Mitchell, to represent the Mountain Lions. As I mentioned, an absolutely beautiful evening here in Chaparral. I mean, if it's below 100 degrees at kickoff, you can tell it is fall in Scottsdale, Arizona. And I always want to give a couple of shout outs to our sponsors anytime I can. Coming to you from the Jimmy John's press box, this is Jay Candyboy. Jimmy John's, like it says, freak yeah. They're incredibly proud to support Chaparral Firebird football, and they are the official press box sponsor. For those of you in the house here at Shaptown, you can see we've got Go Birds really lit up very well on top of the scoreboard this year. Our own Wojo, Dave Wojciechowski, lining that up, and thank you, Jimmy Johns, for making that happen. Our other headline sponsors, actually we call them scoreboard sponsors, the Fairmont Princess, Raising Cane's, Lerner and Rowe, and Infinity of Scottsdale. With all these great contributions, we're able to bring you these broadcasts, help support the football program. As we'll see what's happening with the toss. Looks like the Mountain Lions will receive, and they will go left to right on your screen, which is east to west here at Shaptown. This absolutely gorgeous facility. I know we have viewers in Florida, Texas, Ohio. My son's in Kansas City, my daughter. Love you guys picking up this contest all around the nation, possibly around the world. This football facility for a high school is absolutely first rate. Shared with you guys on the air a couple weeks ago that I was reading Richard Obert. He is the local high school writer for the Arizona Republic and ArizonaRepublic.com. He said that this is one of his top 2 favorite venues in the entire state. I mean, it's surrounded by mountains and gorgeous brand new facility. The press box is in great shape. And the big tradition here of what's called the birdcage, all the students, which is overflowing again tonight. I'm sure that Joel will get some great shots of that throughout the evening. And wherever you are, sit back, get ready for some Firebirds football. As Tommy Christakis, the star wide receiver and place kicker, who was the player of the week in week 1 in Arizona high school football, ready to kick it away to the Mountain Lions. I give you a little bit of advance apology. I'm just getting over bronchitis, a little hoarse. We may hear a cough from time to time. I apologize for that, but bear with me as I chug down the water and call this game for what shall hopefully be another Birds victory. Tommy drives it through the end zone. Back deep was David Doucette, and also number 13, Albin Arulandu. So we'll see what head coach Vinny Ciliberti has in mind here. I mean, you come into this environment, number 4 ranked team in the state, as I mentioned. Your ball club is 0-5, and I'll give you some of the scores of their contest later. It hasn't been a pretty start to the season for this team. We'll see what they do tonight, exactly what they trot out, the quarterback position, and other than that. And yeah, it looks like number 22, Braxton Hernsbrunner, who's listed as a running back, is going to take the snap. So little trickery here. Hernsbrunner actually gets the snap. Make that a counter play. I apologize. And wow, streaking down the sideline, taking the snap was number 18, Cole Mitchell. Not listed as a quarterback necessarily on the roster, but giving to Hernsbrunner. A nice run by him. Good individual effort, streaking near side. And looks like there is a late flag, which could be a late hit, down here in front of the Birds bench. Personal foul. It is against the Birds. It looks like they may tack that one on at the end of that good individual effort by Hernsbrunner. Almost like a counter jet sweep coming our way near side. If we had replay, I'd like to have that on back for you guys. Don't have that here in a live video stream, so half the penalty is marked off. That means that first down at the 47 will be set up for the Mountain Lions. Their first offensive set of possessions here tonight. Mitchell under center. Right up the middle this time, not much running room. Looks like Jack Johnston leading the way defensively for our Birds.
Number 33, Derek Leverage, the ball carrier for the Mountain Lions.
Derek Leverage, his first tote of the evening. Number 33 listed as a 5'10", 170-pound sophomore. As always, on all these Firebirds broadcasts, trying to give out as many name shout-outs to as many of our athletes as I can. They're out there. Mitchell rolling, check that, fake out your broadcaster. Instead gives it off again to Hernsbrunner. Flock of Firebirds there. Looks like Ashton Liddell's all over him. Also Jace Jorgensen, double J, Jace Jorgensen. And also Oliver Karras from his defensive end position converging on Hernsbrunner. They'll bring up a 3rd and 11, ball back at the 49-yard line now. Little boot, fires, plenty of air under that one. It has a man down there. Looks like the ball is going to be caught. Alex Monson defensively for the Birds, and he was beat, quite frankly, folks. Pass is complete to Jack Evans, and hauls that in about the 22-yard line, so move the sticks again for the Mountain Lions. Monson just got beat, excuse me, by Evans on that one, so even though that ball was wobbly, it had a lot of air under it. Evans able to haul it in and pick up another first down for Mountain Ridge. Direct handoff this time. Breaks through one tackle, lowers his hat, is leverage, looking for leverage, and he certainly got it into the linebacking core in the secondary. It's like Cam Hightower popping up there. And I was looking at some of the statistics for our Birds coming into this contest, and Cam from the defensive backfield leading all the DBs with tackles, as a matter of fact. Cam coming in with 19 total. The overall defensive leader for tackles, number 33 linebacker Braxton Tessler, BT, and his brother Zian Tessler with 39 second for our Birds defensively. Ball's on the turf. And a scrum down there. As Portillo's once again comes by with their famous chocolate cake. Thanks, guys. Gotta love that, man. If you're in Chaptown, come get some free pie. Thanks, Portillo's. I'll give it to him right over there. What do you want to tell him? Come hang out. Come hang out with the Portillo's crew at Chaptown. Come on down. We love you guys. We got bags. We got all kinds of stuff. So thank you once again for the fudge cake. I'm going to go over to where the public address announcers guys are. The guys who almost work, and I'm going to give them some fudge cake as always. Back to action. And a whole bunch of Birds there. See Ben Edelblut flying up. Zian Tessler. Way to go, guys. All over that play. Zian the senior, his junior brother Braxton. So again, I hand off the fudge cake to the fellows in the public address side of what's going on. They're loving that. They always do from Portillo's. So it looks like we're going to have a field goal attempt here. Should be about a 34-yarder. Kick is up. And it is good. Number 34, Michael Gurriel, splits the uprights, so the Mountain Lions on their first possession put up 3 and go up on our Birds with 8:11 remaining in the first quarter. As I continue to hand off more chocolate cake for the fellows around the corner. Chocolate fudge cake, I might say. You gotta love it. So Birds' first offensive set of downs coming up. You know, one of the challenges that Coach Barnes talked about this morning is how do you get our boys up after a tough loss last week, going down to Saguaro and unfortunately losing that contest, but then they come home. It is homecoming, which a lot of energy in the stands. Great turnout once again here, but with an opponent that they quite frankly should beat and dominate, we said he was going to challenge them and not to try and rub any salt in the wounds. We talked about the fact that the challenge for tonight was if they could possibly get the running clock, which for those of you who are not aware, if you're up by 42 points, the clock will run. They can get to the, 42-point barrier, which is known as the Mercy Rule in high school football, then the boys wouldn't have to come in for practice tomorrow. So that's what he's going to try and motivate them. So hopefully it's going to work as Devin Crawford, number 9, drops back deep to receive the kick from Gurriel. It's going to be a little bit short, fielded by one of the up men. Excuse me. Nice job across the way. I'll get a name to you as soon as I can. Can't quite see that. I don't have a spotter. About the 40-yard line.
Number 10,
Ben Edelblut, defensive safety, one of the up men. Nice job by Ben across the way, breaking a tackle, and great field position for our Birds on their first offensive set of downs. Head coach Brent Barnes does call the plays along with Tim Kaner. So they'll be singing those calls into Jack Miller and company. Jack did have a little bit of a contusion in the back of his hand, coach was talking about, so hopefully we'll see some action tonight for backup quarterback Sam Treestar also in tonight's ballgame. As I mentioned, Darvon Hubbard is out, so that means that sophomore running back Jared Williams, who has a fake right there, will be seeing most of the running action. Pass is complete to Crawford. Devin up the 45-yard line. On the season, Jack, 71 for 130, which is 54.6% completion ratio, averaging 325 yards per game with 12 TDs and 5 interceptions in the Birds' first 4 games. Miller surveying the defense. Williams shifts, slides. Jack pulls it, fires, has a man. First down across the way. It looks like it's going to be complete to Marcus Novell II, number 13. So it'll be a Firebird first down, unless we got a penalty across the way. Looks like he stepped out of bounds. Excuse me, folks. So he's going to be just short of the 50. We'll bring up a 3rd and long 1, and the Birds are ready to go. Hand off to Williams. Hunting, pecking, breaks the outside into Mountain Lion territory. And that's your first down for our Birds. Move those sticks. I mentioned that Jared will be getting the lion's share of the carries tonight. In the backup role, look at these numbers, what Jared has done so far with 20 carries, 320 yards. He's averaging 16 yards a carry, folks, and 106.7 yards per game with 3 TDs. He's had a couple long breakaways. This very talented young sophomore who backs up the Ohio State commit, Darvon Hubbard. Flags flying this one. Looks like it could be happy feet for our boys. Maybe start a little bit early. Nope, defensive encroachment is the call. Instead, it's going to move the Birds forward 5 yards with now 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter, and our Birds down 3-0 here on their first offensive set. Jack drops, fires, has a man. Double teamed. Pass is intended for tight end Jack Helston, the 6'3", 200-pound junior. Just a little bit too tight, but actually, I think if Jack Miller had put that one where it needed to be caught, risks interception. So good discretion by Jack Miller to let that one go and not lay it into those 2 defenders. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 now. Birds looking to answer those early points from the Mountain Lions. Christakis and Norvell split right. Williams looking, dancing. Good run by Jared.
Jared Williams, the ball carrier.
Down to about the 35-yard line. Number 67, Joseph Urias, getting up in the bottom of the pile for the Mountain Lions. Again, Williams gets the ball. Nice A-gap run. Maybe 1 or 2 close to sticks, and looks like this forward progress will give the Birds another first down, depending on the spot. From here, it looks like he did get it, and that is the case. So move those sticks, so that gives me a great opportunity to give a shout out, as I like to do. Who are the big boys up front making it happen? Number 51, Brian Greger. Number 56, Anthony Gibson. Big Von Grobe at the center spot. Sam Weiner and Craig McFarland making it happen, clearing those lanes. Miller drops all kinds of time, launches, has a man. Too tall again. Intended for Novell. Again, a real tight window there. So that one falls the turf. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Excuse me.
Sleva on the coverage.
As expected, unfortunately, with an 0-5 ball club, Mountain Ridge not traveling real well, to say the least. Mountain Ridge, in case you're not familiar with the Phoenix area, located up by Lake Pleasant, about a 25, 27-mile drive from Shap. Norvell this time, nice pass from Jack. Going to be form tackled over there. Got to give it up to Tristan Silva, absolutely getting a hold of Marcus across the way. Mark the ball at the 21.5. Bring up a 3rd and 3 for our Birds. Again, first offensive possession, trying to answer the Mountain Lions' early field goal here. Jack pulls it, releases. Jack Helston's got it inside the 20 for what looks to be another first down for our Birds. Well thrown ball by Miller to Helston. Move those sticks again, so Birds looking to get in the end zone here and get ahead early, as I talked about. One more time out of the backfield, this time with Jared Williams. Jared about a run of 1 after the catch. Dragged down by Derek Leverage. That young man going both ways. We've called his name offensively and now defensively. Wrapping up Williams on that tackle. Ball at the 14 in the near hash, as you can see. It's known as the boundary in football terms. A play that goes the other way is to the field. And looks like the Mountain Lions a little happy again. Across the way, number 84, Jaden Mason, jumping in the neutral zone. Yep, 5-yard penalty. Smarts that one off. Ball now spotted at the 9. Nice time-consuming, very sustained drive for our Birds. Good balance of run and pass here. Miller dropping, has a man and fires. Too tall again. Intended for Tommy Christakis this time. Speaking of Christakis, I told you I was looking at some of the stats coming into tonight's ball game. Of course, Tommy's been the leading receiver for this team all season, coming in with 557 yards, 23.2 yards per catch, folks, and averaging 139 per game, and tied with Darren Crawford out of the backfield with 4 touchdown receptions on the season. Williams off the left side, not much there. Call it maybe 1.5. And looks like the power package is going to come in as some of the heavies come in. I see Jace Jorgensen checking in, Zian Tessler, number 54, checking in on a 4th and 1. This is historically where Darvon would get the direct snap, and looks like Jack Johnson, number 4, may get it. Nope, it's going to be Zian Tessler. Zian off the right side, Zian plowing. A flag flies to the defensive back judge. The Bird stays in the end zone, but let's check out that hanky. So with Hubbard out, Coach Barnes, excuse me, choosing to utilize Zian Tessler, ZT, in the Wildcat. And it looks like Zian Tessler manning up out there at the 20. ZT puts the Birds on the board at the 3:47 mark. So a penalty against the Mountain Lions will be enforced on the kickoff here. So ZT runs it in. Big man, linebacker. Again, I mentioned his brother Braxton, also on the defensive side of the ball. And Tommy C misses one. Wow, that's a rarity. So Birds are up 6-3. It's on the season. Tommy had only missed one. And for those of you that watch these broadcasts every week, you're aware that Tommy handles normally all of the kicking duties, plays kicking and punting. A couple weeks ago, we had Oliver Karras kick one away, but Tommy normally is the man, and for the season, he was 19 out of 20 on his PATs with a 53-yard field goal, which actually set a school record. Want to give a shout out to the Wildflower Bread Company. They're a long-standing proud supporter of Chaparral Firebird football, and they're also the meal provider for our weekly Coach's Corner breakfast. And this morning, folks, had some yummy pancakes, buttered those bad boys up with a little syrup, had some bacon, some fruit, OJ, coffee. Love you guys at Wildflower, man. Every week, Boosters Club, if you're a silver level sponsor or better, or higher, I should say, you get to come listen to Coach Barnes dissect last week's game and talk about this evening stretch. It is absolutely worth it. Plus, you get a yummy breakfast from Wildflower Bread Company every week. So Birds up 6-3 as expected with 3:47 remaining in the first. And Christakis is going to onside kick it and going to be picked up by the Mountain Lions. Good job by the Mountain Lions here. Wow. Nice return across the way. Looks like number 90, Cameron Shoemaker. Got to give a shout out to the Mountain Lions coaching staff, because that's something that Coach Barnes has talked about before. They pulled that out at Hamilton and was unsuccessful in that one, although in reviewing the tape on that one, actually The Firebirds should have had the ball, but on this one, they were ready for it, and the Birds trying to get some early momentum, backfires, and so incredible field position to start off here for Mountain Ridge. Nothing off the left side for the Mountain Lions this time.
Leverage the ball carrier.
Leverage one more time, going to be drugged down for a loss. Jace Jorgensen, JJ right there wrapping him up in the nose guard position. We'll call a loss on 1 and 2nd 11 upcoming with 3:15 remaining. So again, the Birds trying to catch the Mountain Lions on their heels. Surprised them with that onside kick. This didn't happen. So the Mountain Lions looking to capitalize here. Mitchell centering. Looks like we're, delay of game is going to be the call here. The back judge saying, too many ticks, boys, took too long, so it's going to back them up. You know what? Take that one back. Timeout was taken by the Mountain Ridge Ball Club and granted, which of course gives me an opportunity to give some love to some of our sponsors. Rockin' Protein. They are a proud sponsor of the Birds, and it's a perfect way to refuel after practices and competitions. Rockin' Protein is the protein milk beverage that starts with real milk and ends with real results. Rockin' Protein would like to wish the Firebirds good luck tonight. Rockin' Refuel is the great tasting protein beverage that starts with real milk and ends with real results. Also want to say thank you so much to Sun State Equipment Company, the Vance family. We at Chaptown here and the Birds family are incredibly blessed to have a family and company who supports all our equipment needs. Thank you for everything you do for Chaparral, Chaparral football, Sun State Equipment Company, and the Vance family. So Coach Siliberti of Mountain Ridge able to sneak in a timeout there just before time expired. Back to action here. It'll be 2nd and 11, ball at the 33. Slow developing play here and going to be mauled and thrown to the ground by Oliver Karras.
Number 2, Doucette, the ball carrier.
Doucette, David Doucette, tossed to the turf. Oliver off his defensive end position, making him look like a toy out there. So huge loss for the Mountain Lions. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 17. For those of you that weren't here right at kickoff time, a couple defense substitutions. JJ hustling in, trying to get to the ball. Jorgensen. I'll get back to that in a second. Hernsbrenner across the way. Going to be close to the original line of scrimmage, but it's going to be short. It's going to bring up a 4th down, so we'll see what Coach Siliberte decides to do. But at the very best, the Mountain Lions are down to the 3rd string quarterback, if possibly below that, because I know the first 2 have quit the program. So got to give it to them, hanging in there, 2:12 in the first, and only down 6-3 here. And on 4th down, it appears they're going to punt it away as Michael Gurriel trots on. Check that. Going to try a 52-yard field goal. 51, depending on where that's placed at there. See what kind of leg this young man has. Snaps down. Gurriel's kick is up, and it is going to be short. Also a little bit off to the left, so good attempt by the Mountain Lions, but that will fall to the ground. In case you don't know high school football rules, it's very advantageous to try even a long field goal because the ball is in spotted at the 20-yard line. Looks like we got a little chatter out here in the field. I'm not sure if we got a flag. We do. We got a hanky across the way about the 37-yard line, so we'll check that one out. That's why a lot of high school coaches will choose to go ahead and go for it.
Illegal formation.
Formation against Mountain Ridge, I'm sure that'll be declined.
That penalty is declined. Result of play is a touchback.
Yeah, so the ball will be spotted at the 20-yard line. So again, you'll see those long field goal attempts. It moves the ball forwards, about 17 yards. And the Birds will set up shop there for their 2nd set of offensive set of downs here. Already up 6-3. Linebacker now converted running back Zian Tessler in the end zone from the Wildcat position, putting the Birds on the board and their first lead of the evening. Pass is complete to Crawford, looking to break a tackle. He's going to have a trio of Mountain Lions hanging on there. Hasegawa, one of the captains, hanging on. Noah Hasegawa, a diminutive one, listed at 5'7", 148, the senior. So definitely has some leadership skills, being named the captain and hanging out of Crawford on that one. Miller pulls this time, fires, has a man wide open, Tommy Kostakis. Tommy looking to break a tackle, breaks a couple. Nice run after catch. Going to be dug down about the 41-yard line across the way. So Miller to Kostakis. You've heard that combo quite a bit this year. Means another Firebird first down. Move those sticks. $1:25 remaining the first quarter. As I mentioned also earlier, Coach Barnes trying to motivate these boys for tonight's contest. It's all about let's get that running clock. Not to rub dirt or salt in anybody's face or wounds. Let's hope we get that running clock. Get a lot of PT for some of the other boys. And get out of here with a win and no injuries. Crawford again, 45 into Mountain Lion territory, dragging 4 or 5 defenders. Nice run after catch. Looks like another first down for our Birds. Tristan Sliva and Anthony Di Gregorio looks like bringing him down, but move the sticks. Ball at the 46-yard line, and Birds look they're ready to go. Trying to play a little tempo here. Miller drops again. Going to run it himself inside the 40. Nice stiff arm by Jack, the 30. Takes a lick on one of the defensive backs down the 20-yard line. Absolutely all over Zayd Johnson. Another small defensive back, listed at 6 feet 159. And if he's 6 feet, I'm 7'6". So Jack Miller, near side, good job. Another first down for our boys. Ball's going to be spotted at the 23-yard line. Miller has a man, and touchdown Birds. Jack to Jack, double jacks. Miller to Helston at the 35.9 second mark. Miller gets his 13th touchdown pass of the season. And receiving-wise, that is the 3rd touchdown catch of the season for Mr. Helston. So nice job. Good pitch and catch right there. Tommy C is always on for the PAT. Edo Blut the holder. Little high snap this time, and Tommy C not able to convert that one. Interesting enough, I did want to give a shout out to Grady Svetley, his mom coming up prior to, but she noticed on one of the broadcasts or someone had picked up, I talked about how the kicking game had got much better. Well, Grady has done a great job standing in as a long snapper the last couple of weeks. He's too nervous. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mom. He's doing a great job. She's right in front of me here. She and Lisa Greger. It's all right. He'll settle down, Mom. It's all good right in front of the press box. We'll give him some love. So Tommy's missed a couple. That means after 2 missed PATs, they're scoring now 12-3 with 35.9 ticks remaining in the first quarter. Birds up as expected. It's all good. I'm giving him love on the air. UCLA's watching, Michigan State's watching. Nice. Let's give them some love. Big 5 conference, that's what we want to have happen. That's what we do. A lot of recruiters, 450 plus per broadcast. That's good. So Tommy C will kick it away again. Back deep again. Collis and leverage. On this shock, Tommy C's missed 2. He only missed 1 all year. This one sails to the end zone, which is typical for Kostakis. So Mountain Lions, recapping quickly, had the first score of the evening. Drove down and had a field goal, and then our Birds have scored in back-to-back possessions. 2 touchdowns, 2 missed PATs with 35.9 remaining in the first. The Trich Bornicari Law Group, they're a new supporter and front inside program sponsor for our birds. Thank you so much for your contribution. Speaking of our program, if you're in the house, pick one up. They're complimentary. As always, Sherry Miller and her team do an outstanding job putting together this program. I love it, and I'll be talking about that through tonight's broadcast. Mitchell centers in as a flag flies across the way. See, we got a preliminary dead ball. And happy feet for the Mountain Lions means they will go back 5 yards. So ball will be back at the 15 across the way, the far hash. Are you hearing you give some love? Am I smiling at you? I'm smiling at everybody. Ball's picked. Ben Edelblut. Pick 6, Edelblut, touchdown Birds! Mitchell to Edelblut, not the way he intended it. Big Ben into the end zone at 29.2. Puts the Birds up 18-3. Unfortunately, Mitchell telegraphed that one, and Big Ben from his safety position jumped that route to the house. Pick 6. Stockos again on for the PAT, I think. I don't believe that Coach Barnes will choose to go for 2. He's not. So Ben will settle in on one knee to handle this snap for the PAT. Again coming from Svetley. Perfect snap this time. And Tommy's good. So now at 29.2, 19-3 our Birds. This is kind of what we expected, folks. We scored basically within 16 seconds apart on the clock. So Gautier Jewelry is a proud sponsor of Chaparral Firebird football. Be sure to visit Gautier Jewelry at the beautiful new location. You can find them on the corner of Scottsdale Road and Lincoln. Also want to give some love to the Point Hilton Squaw Peak Resort. They are once again proud sponsors of Firebird football, and they're also a meal provider for our birds. And thank you to the McFarland family, our own Craig McFarland, who's being recruited by several Division I schools. His father is the man at Point Hilton Squaw Peak. We appreciate all of the McFarlands, and we appreciate the Point Hilton Squaw Peak Resort. So again, Bird ready to kick it away.
All right, football fans, it's that time. Everybody on your feet for the kickoff. Let's hear
Leverage and a number 19, not listed on my program. Actually, I get my roster from Max Preps back deep to receive this kick. I got an 18, I got a 20, but no 19. Doesn't matter. Tommy's going to sail this into the end zone again with that strong leg. And Tommy's, I know his folks are very much aware of what's going on with these broadcasts. Tom being recruited as both a wide receiver and a kicker. Very strong leg, punting, place kicking, and great hands, obviously, at the wide receiver position. So that junior, with 1 more year to go, will have a decision and great options in front of him next year. So still in the first quarter as the Mountain Lions trot out. We'll see again what Coach Siliberti tries to do here. Mitchell under center. Birds showing pressure, and they come. And not much off the left side. Hi, Lisa. Lisa Greger turning around. Lisa, one of our great board members.
Members of all carriers, stop by number 4, Jack Johnston.
Jack Johnston all over that one. No, loss of 1, we'll call it for the Mountain Lions. I'm going to give some love to the entire board here in about 7 seconds. This quarter is over. So I am proud to be a board member here at Chaparral Football, and we don't do any better than what happens at Chaptown, folks. So after one on the scoreboard, done. Our Birds up by a score of 19-3, kind of dominating the way I expected. The board here at Chaparral, Chaptown, comprised of, I mentioned myself, Stuart Walks, Dave Wojciechowski, Christian Cervantes, Aaron Miner, Craig Witten, John Springfield, Diane Treaster, Lisa Greger, the aforementioned, James Jorgensen, our illustrious president. James, love you, man. Doing a great job at the helm. Melissa Kelso-Lenz, Jennifer Wells-Kepke, Shireen Edelblut, and Holly Mercurio. Holly, of course, second year old, doing it in that hot snack bar. Holly, way to go, man. Great job. And by the way, if you're here at Chaptown, stop by a snack bar. Those proceeds help this program. Got some great, what kind of pizza she hooked me up with tonight? Jets Pizza. A little Jets Pizza I got here. I know my boy Joel had a slice up there. Enjoyed that. A little cheese. I got a little pepperoni. We always get Chick-fil-A down there. Popcorn, beverages, slushies, all kinds of goodies. So as we swap ends of the field here, our Birds up 19-3. Give a shout out to one more of our sponsors, Banner Aetna. They are a new sponsor of the Firebirds, and they say, "Go Birds, win them all." I like that. Well, we haven't won them all, but we're close. So 2nd and 9. Looks like, once again, Mitchell will settle under center here. A little misdirection, and he's going to be manhandled in the backfield. Zian Tesler, Jace Jorgensen. Who else we got in there? Parker Smith, number 44. Haven't called his name out. Jace Jorgensen right there. Oliver Karras, number 5, converging on the quarterback. Loss gives up a 3rd and 13 ball at the 17. Looks like Coach Silaberte trying to just keep the offense very simple, and quite frankly, I hate to say it, keep that clock running as much as possible for his ball club here tonight. We're out of time on the play clock, unless we had a timeout called again, and we did. So 2nd time in a row, Coach Silaberte, right before time ran out, means that the Mountain Lions won't be going back 5. And they take their 2nd timeout of the half. They'll be faced with a 3rd and 13 at the 17 when we come back. I was just looking at his program. I just talked about the Squaw, Point Hilton Squaw Peak Resort. And the layout, just this program alone, it says play at the peak. Go Firebirds, man. Dude's eating a hamburger in here, looks good. They got a little lazy river going on there. Little winos, some cocktails. Woo, good stuff. Also, make sure you stop by the VIG on McCormick Ranch. They are always the right call, pregame or postgame. Go Firebirds. Conveniently located at 7345 North Via Paseo del Sur in Scottsdale. You can also visit them online at thevig.us. 3rd and 13, 11-12 remaining in the 2nd quarter. Jay Candyboy coming to you. Cameraman Joel Sanchez is always bringing his great shots. And once again, Mitchell trying to get something going. And it's going to be pancaked in the backfield for what appears to be another loss. Zian Tesler, his brother Braxton right there. Looks like, yeah, big number 59, Jackson Richards also there. They'll bring up a punting situation. Devin Crawford, number 9, you can see on your screen there, dropping back about midfield to receive the punt. Guriel to punt it away, standing at his own. Check that. Guriel is not going to punt it this time. It's either number 8 or number 9. I can't see it from here. I'll give it to you as soon as I can. Mario Ramirez, number 9. Thank you, Mark Carroll, public address announcer, for giving me that one. A very short punt by Ramirez. Bounces and takes a Shap bounce. After all of that, the ball be down inside the 35, about the 34 and a half. So it'll be outstanding field position for our boys. Already up 19-3 here. See if the boys can punch it in again. So far, 3 offensive, make that 2 offensive possessions, 2 touchdowns, and a pick 6 for Ben Edelblut. Still all offensive starters. Still out as Wojo comes by, give me a little slap. What's up, brother? Got his lovely daughter with him. Wojo's our resident IT guy for all the booster stuff. Little Nux on the way by. So Jack surveying the defense. Williams slides, Jack drops all kinds of time. Going to give it a shot, and he does. As a man, and oh, in and out of the hands. Very catchable ball for Marcus. Yeah, Marcus Novell had that one. Public addresser Mark Carroll said, Williams, that was not Williams, that was Marcus Novell. Catch the ball, good defense out there, but that one should have been caught. Tristan Sliva defensively for the Mountain Lions. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Williams this time does get the ball right up the middle. Good running. Ball's going to be spotted just short of the 30-yard line. We'll bring up a 3rd and long 5 here for our Birds.
Williams brought down by leverage.
Jack drops, fires, catchable ball. Another one should have been caught, intended for Crawford. So in that particular set of downs, of course, the 4th down upcoming, and Coach Barnes loves to go for it on 4th down in the opponent's side of the field, so I'll bet they will here. But so far, 2 balls that should have been caught. Jack Miller putting the ball exactly where it needed to be on 2 of these passes. So 4th and 6, Birds will go for it here. See if Jack is trying to have a little hard count there. Birds are going to take a timeout, talk this one over. 9:38 remaining in the first half. Birds up 19-3. Faced with a 4th and 6 on the 31. I mentioned we have some great Chick-fil-A here in the house. And all of ours is provided by the Paradise Valley location at Tatum and Cactus. They proudly sponsor Firebird football. And they say chicken #1, and Birds are right there with them. Available in-house or also catering. Located in the southeast corner of Tatum Boulevard and Cactus Road. Becker Boards. Say something big at Becker Boards. Outdoor advertising that speaks to you. Go with Becker Boards. And also for your printing needs, go with Creative Printing and Packaging. Same great company with a new name. Your one-stop design, print, packaging. Hi, Lisa. Competitive pricing, excellent quality, and superb service. It's all good. Oh, in action. Thanks, babe. It's good stuff. All right, 4th and 6. Birds are going to go for it here. Jack drops, fires, has a man again. Nice catch. Oh, Devin dropped it. Got to kick himself on that one. Devin had it in his hands, turned to run upfield, and then laid it on the turf. So that one goes past incomplete. So in that series of downs, 3 out of the incompletions, all in guys' hands. Very catchable regardless. Ball will turn over on downs to Mountain Ridge as their defense holds the boys here. Trailing 19-3, they scored in their first set of offensive downs and have done absolutely nothing offensive since then. So once again, under center is Mitchell. Cole gives right off the right side, and nice form tackle there. Zian Tesler absolutely drilling number 90. Carson Shoemaker, it says. Make that number 80. I apologize. Ethan, let me get this one right. Olschlager, I'm going to go with. The 5'11", 160-pound running back, Ethan Olschlager. I bet he'd be Olschlager. He'd be a Nordsky. So, 2nd and 10. Nice tackle by ZT right there, drilling him to the turf. Quite frankly, this defense should dominate this ball club, and they have. Looks like the 3rd timeout at half is going to be taken by the Mountain Ridge Ball Club. Put Soliberte wants to burn the last one here. Talk us over on a 2nd and 10. Which means, of course, I'll give more love to some of our great sponsors. Here's a couple I personally, involved with. Clean Freak. They're a new sponsor and proud supporter meal of our Chaparral football program. I take my ride there, and they are truly attention to detail freaks. Do a great job for your car. Also, Caramba. come before or after the game, some great chow at Caramba. And one of my personal favorites right across the street. And from where I work, Oregano's. Got to pick up the Pizookie at Oregano's, man. Their pie, their pasta, salad's awesome at Oregano's. 8:47 remaining in the first half. Birds up 19-3 as anticipated. Not much going on. Kind of a flat crowd, quite frankly, for homecoming. We'll get juiced up. Stay on wherever you are as a live stream. We'll keep it live. Nice run this time by Mountain Ridge. We'll have all of the homecoming royalty. We'll have the sophomore, junior, and senior class floats come in front of us. Get as many shots as we can across the air here. Tesler's ganging up on that tackle, brings up a 3rd and 1 upcoming here. Ball's spotted at the 40. As I mentioned, the Mountain Lions in no hurry for anything tonight. Birds showing pressure, and it looks like they're going to be short. No, second effort may have got it right near the sticks as far as where the spot's going to be. Let's see where they mark it at. Looks like they might have it. Referee says it is a first down. So move those sticks for Mountain Ridge. Z and Tesler stopping Leverage, but Leverage able to lower his hat and get another first down for the Mountain Lions. I got to give it to these people, man. Pretty creative. Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions. Alrighty. Their colors officially listed as burgundy and forest green, obviously on the road here, wearing their white hats and jerseys with those burgundy trousers. Mitchell gives. Not much running room again. It's like Hernsburner off the right side. He brought down right at the 50-yard line. Jace Jorgensen, JJ. Also Jack Johnson, another JJ. So a couple JJs right there. Out the 46-yard line to bring up a 2nd and long 6. Jace, good ball game here tonight. Called his name quite a bit. Of course, he anchors that defensive line right in the middle or the center. Karras and Richards in the defensive end spots normally. Once again, here come the Birds. And not much running room again there. Looks like Braxton Tesler is going to tackle his number counterpart, Derek Leverage. So 33 on 33 for a short gain of maybe 1. Bring up a 3rd and 5. Fast moving first half here as we approach 6:20 remaining. And we'll see what the Mountain Lions dial up here. No vertical game to really speak of so far. Looks like a little counter. And nice job defensive by our Birds. See Ashton Liddell getting up there. Braxton Tesler again. Also Damon Williamson converging right there. Johnson, the ball carrier, picks up a 4th down and a punting situation as once again Ramirez will punt it away to his number counterpart. Check that. Devin Crawford is not going to receive this one.
Lines up deep in punt formation for the Mountain Lions.
From my vantage point, can't quite see who's at the 25. I'll get that name and number out. He's parallel with where I'm at. And, oh, touched that one. Not a good move. It's Ben Edelblut back there, Ben. That may have been touched. Hopefully Ben didn't touch that one as the Mountain Lions do have the ball down there. No, Ben let it roll by him. So Edelblut wisely deciding to not touch that. Mountain Lions say they have the ball, but that's not the case. So Shap will set up shop again here. Ball at the 11-yard line, up 19-3 with 5:19 remaining in the half. So far it's been the first string offense the entire game here. Up by 16, you certainly anticipate that, not to get ahead of ourselves. Jack Miller surveying the defense. Flags fly across the way. Williams about 4 yards up to about the 15-yard line. We'll check that hanky, see what that one's all about.
Williams, the ball carrier for the Firebirds, tackled by number 84.
Jaden Mason defensively on the tackle. We'll sort this one out down there.
There's no foul on the play. Second down.
So they're going to wave that one off. No flag. So after that short gain, they're going to move that. There we go. Down marker. They call it 2nd and 6 for our Birds. Jack dropping, being pressured out of the pocket, launches one. That's a dangerous pass and almost picked off back there. Intended for Helston. Thrown across his body. It's going to be knocked down Josh Hemphill defensively. But wow, that one not a good decision to launch that one across his body. Ton of hang time. So that one falls to turf harmlessly, bringing up a 3rd and 7. Again, I mentioned the homecoming night here tonight. Shapside is absolutely packed. Alumni, boosters, family, friends, parents, students. But not much really energy. Like I said, a little bit flat because the game's kind of dragging out at this point, even though Shap's up by 16 here, as expected. Miller rolling, has a man, fires. Nice sliding catch by Christakis. That should be enough to move the sticks. Sure-handed Tommy slides for that one. Move those sticks. Tommy sliding at the 28. Move those sticks. How you doing, brother? Getting some love here up in the booth, as I always do. Lots of students coming by. Williams right behind Miller. Slides to his right, and Jack drops. Fires, give him a shot. Tommy C out there. Nice catch by Tommy. The flag flies. Yeah, definitely interference on that one. Zay Johnson, no match for Tommy on that one. Absolutely. Let's check out Zay. This is a 6 foot, 159 pound. Unless they call offensive pass interference, but I don't think so. Looked to me like Johnson was draped all over him. They may call Tommy offensive PC. Yep, they're going to call it on Tommy. Okay. No replay. It looked to me like they're both battling for the ball, but what do I know? I'm just a biased broadcaster for our Birds. I think it's a bad call, but regardless, that nice catch will go for naught. So back the Birds up. Tommy C flag for offensive PI on that one. Means the ball will be spotted inside the 15, back to about the 14. Bringing up a first and a whole lot of. Maybe about first and 24-25. Birds took a shot and it cost him there. Well thrown ball again by Miller. Here come the Mountain Lions. Some pressure. Jack's going to run it himself and be drugged down. Trio Mountain Lions there. Select number 91 and make it 99. Gideon Maleulu and Shoemaker bring down Miller. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage there, bring up a 2nd and 24. Again, stay with us at halftime, folks. The stream will stay on. I'll go away. Watch the halftime festivities for all of our royalty here at Shaptown. Homecoming 2018. It's like Shap wants to take a timeout here and talk this one over. Why not?
Timeout.
Got a couple left in their pocket. California Pizza Kitchen, another one of our longtime sponsors here. They also help feed our boys, and they provide numerous support functions and fundraisers for our Firebirds. Thank you so much. As does Twin Peaks, a new proud supporter of Chaparral football. Excuse me, come by before or after the game and cool off in their great view room. I know what that means. you haven't been there, go check it out. The great view room, also mighty cold brews. One more shout out here for a sponsor, Tom's Thumb. Tom's Thumb is really unique. They've got I'm sorry, I'm getting tapped on the shoulder and distracted by students. Sorry, guys. They've got barbecue. They've got a car wash. They've got a bakery. It's kind of a unique deal going at Tom's Thumb. So what's up, fellas? We got fellas and ladies in the booth here with us. They're looking for the broadcasters. They're going to do something at halftime. Not the broadcast, the public address announcers. Looking for Mark Carroll and crew over there. Matt Clyfield, if you're listening in, normally helps out with spotting and a little color over there in the press box. In Texas, I understand that. Hope you're listening in, brother. Little draw play to Williams this time. Pushes his way forward for about 3-4 yards there.
Williams, the ball carrier for the Firebirds.
I think Coach Barnes looking to possibly catch that defense off guard. Didn't happen. Bring up a 3rd down and 20 here. So Birds up very comfortably, 19-3, not exerting a lot of stretch plays. Tommy C with that one offensive pass interference called back. Just kind of conservative, just making sure hopefully tonight that nobody gets hurt and seal this one away. Miller dropping, launches as a man, intended for Christakis again. Tommy C, the 30, the 20, the 10, touchdown Tommy C. Touchdown Birds. Miller to Christakis, 80-yard strike at the 240 mark. Miller once again showing that very accurate, strong arm, and Tommy C able to run away from defenders. Nice job. Woo. Dangerous. Again, you can see where those boys are both going to be playing on Saturday somewhere. Miller already committed to Ohio State. And as I mentioned over to Tommy C, he's got U of A, ASU. I'm hearing rumors about possibly Colorado sniffing around, a little bit of Notre Dame action. So Tommy C will go somewhere, great student athlete. On for the PAT, and this time he's got this one also. Edelblut the holder, 25-3 at the 240 mark. So nice quick strike there. I just talked about the conservative offense, and there you go. Stretch one out. I should say it more often, right, fans? 26-3, Birds well in the driver's seat here. Folks, how about Chipotle? We have a lot of food sponsors. You should. All these high school players and their families right around here. Chipotle, man. I love over there. Hook up with a bowl. Another proud meal sponsor, and they do a fundraiser for our Chaparral Birds players throughout the season. Love that. And also Wright Honda and Wright Toyota, a long-standing proud supporter of Chaparral Firebird football. In case you don't know, I'm a banker by day, and I've had a couple of clients that have purchased a couple of rides from them. Got some really fair deals up there. So the right folks doing it right for people buying vehicles. So Christakis again to kick it away to number 19 is not listed, and also to leverage, standing there.
Chris Jocko should kick off for the Firebirds. All right, football fans.
All right, Tommy C ready to kick it away. I'm getting lots of finger points and waves and smiles. Yeah, man, I get some love to your student athletes out there. That's what we do at Shaptown. Tommy C trying to put it to the upright. C is close. But of course, that one rolls through. Ball 20-yard line. 2:40 remaining. Birds up 26-3 here in the first half. Completely dominating this ball game as we figured they would. I talked earlier about the Mountain Lions schedule. They started their season with a 47-7 loss at home, folks, and then went on the road, lost 19-14. Got shut out against Avondale Westview Knights. Go Knights. That's the alma mater of my All-State center son, Josh Candy Boy. Also All-State rugby player, by the way. And then they took it on the chin and went to Cesar Chavez. Got beat 64-3 before losing 37-27. So 0-5. Long road for the Mountain Lions coming into this contest, and it's going to be a really long season for that ball club. Lots of movement up there on both sides of the ball. We'll check that one out. Dead ball. Happy feet. Full start on the offense. Moving back 5 yards. Yeah, it used to be in the west side, about 10, 12 years ago, the Ridge, as they're known, had a very good football program. It's since shifted to Liberty, and a lot of those athletes are going to Liberty. We'll face Liberty, of course, in conference play later on this season. Not much going on there offensively again. Ball looks like it is on the turf, and Braxton Tester says he has it, and he does. BT all over that one, jumps on it, so Birds pouncing on that football, trying to go after Coach Barnes' quest of a running clock and no practice tomorrow. The big carrot he dangled in front of this ball club. As I started to say, about 10, 12 years ago, the Ridge had a very proud football tradition, but that's kind of migrated to Liberty in our conference, and also, of course, Centennial is very close to there. We know what Centennial is all about. Knocking our boys out of the playoffs last year, and Coach Taylor being named the Coach of the Year last year in the state of Arizona, has 6 state titles at Centennial. So geographically right in the same hood as the Ridge. That's kind of why this program has been down the past couple of years. Jack fires, has a man. Good defensive play over there. Got to give a shout out to Jackson Rossi. Check that David Doucette defensively, intended for Crawford. Bring up a 2nd and 10. Of course, we always pick up a lot of ambient field noise from our camera, Joel up above, and from my mic. So if you hear lots of conversations, they are raw. It's live streaming football, y'all. That's what we do. Norvell bottom your screen. Christakis Crawford split far side. Miller looks, fires, has a man. Norvell. Boy, Marcus trying to go for that one. That was almost offensive PI, and that one no call. That was a tough throw, tough ball. Tristan Sliva defensively. Good, nice job. Bring up a 3rd and 10 here. The referees are trying to get set. Not quite sure what the delay is. Is there a flag in the field I'm missing? There is. Defensive holding on that one. Now that wasn't the DB on the call, so it must have been away from the play. So half the distance to the goal is the call. We'll bring up a 2nd down, and ball looks like about the 7-yard line is what's spotted. Should be about a 2nd and 4 to go here. Williams off the left side, hit immediately. Justin Ritter and Jackson Pratt converging on Williams. Also Ethan Hudak, one of the captains right there. So we approach 2 minutes now remaining in the half. Birds trying to punch in one time here before the intermission. Jack fires near side, has a man, and Marcus tried to get that one, but nice defensive hit. Make sure Marcus is okay. He was up and in a prone position. Had his body right there. Woo. Albin Arulandu defensively for the Ridge. And you can see Marcus down on the turf. Hope he's okay. Went up to grab that one, and his body was exposed and came down a lot of force. So the last thing we need is to have everybody else get hurt with Darvon Hubbard, our leading rusher, already out for this week, and no need to risk anything with him. Looks like Marcus is okay. You can see our boys near side on a kneel, as high school players will do out of respect for their teammates. Got his helmet off, which is good. I'm sure they'll take him to the trainer's table and assess and make sure he's okay there. Actually, Darvon Hubbard carrying his helmet right there. I don't know if Joel's got him on your picture or not. On the trainer's tables, we get ready for action here. Birds will be faced with a 4th and 4, and they are going to go for it here. Not trying to, as I mentioned earlier, rub salt in the wounds, but just trying to possibly not get anybody else hurt. So Miller's pass, very catchable ball. Wow.
Miller's pass incomplete. Firebird turned the ball over on down.
Intended for Crawford. Devin has dropped, by my unofficial count, at least 3 tonight. So Devin having a rough one out there. So that one falls to the turf. The Birds will turn the ball over on downs. With 1:44 remaining in the half, up comfortably, as you can see there, 26-3. Sophomore quarterback now, Cole Mitchell, has been at the helm all half for the Ridge Ball Club. He's listed at 5'8", 140, folks. He looks like it from here. And he's going to be smashed, and looks like the Birds may have a touchdown. BT, Braxton Texler all over it again. Wow. 2 fumble recoveries by Braxton Texler, back-to-back possessions, and he pounces it in the end zone for a Birds touchdown. BT in the end zone. Big Braxton, nice job. That defense stepping up. I mentioned not much of a challenge, so nice. The offensive line just pushed back into the backfield, and quite frankly, folks, Mitchell had no choice and no chance, because he was just absolutely lambasted in the backfield, and Tester drops on it for a touchdown for our Birds. Christakis PAT upcoming, Edelblut the holder. Good snap, kicks up, perfect. Again, Grady, nice snap, man, way to go. Got it down. So our score now, Birds 33, the Ridge 3, with 1:39 remaining in the half. So we will kick off again, and it's going to be a tough decision, quite frankly, for Coach Barnes at half. Again, he wants to get that running clock. One more time, folks, not to rub it in, but to get more of his athletes some PT, yes. To not possibly have injuries, yes. Not rub it in, but yet wants to get to the point so that the boys can get a little bit of a rest. I mean, a hard-fought battle last week at Saguaro, which didn't quite go our way. I'd like to give his ball club an extra rest and make sure we get through this one okay, and to be ready for next week's contest. Which, by the way, we go on the road the next 2 weeks, folks. We were in Anthem. If you're in the Phoenix area, you know where that is. That's like halfway to Flagstaff. We're playing at Boulder Creek for the first time ever. We've played at Boulder Creek, and then we go to Sandra Day O'Connor the following week. So the lights will be dark here at Chaptown the next 2 weeks before we return to host the Mountain Point, go figure, Mountain Lions. And former defensive coordinator Conrad Hamilton and former head coach Conrad Hamilton returns back here to Chaptown. He is now the DC at Mountain Point. So that should be a very interesting contest when he comes home. And I believe he took either 7 or 8 of the coaches and assistants from Shap with him. So they're going to come back to Chaptown. Don't want to miss that one. Mark your calendars, October 12th. Former head coach and defensive coordinator Conrad Hamilton returns. We want to have this place packed. We want to have it rocking. We want to have the Chaptown Intimidation Fair, figure, and the birdcage rolling for when those Mountain Lions come in here on October 12th. So one more time here. Mitchell under center. Check that, new quarterback. And not much running room right there. Doucette, number 2, falling on that. Again, I apologize, folks, without a spotter. I try to get all the names and numbers as quickly as I can. If that's still Mitchell, it could be. Number 18 is so small. Tough to see in there. If they have another quarterback. Looks from here, it's a single digit. It looks like number 9, which would be Ramirez, but looks like they're just going to go into the victory, or actually mercy kneel position here for the Mountain Lions. They do. They take a knee before the half. And again, you got a feel for the program, folks. Coach Ciliberti down to the 3rd string quarterback or more, or less, I should say. Birds are going to take a timeout here. And what do you do for the rest of the season? So we'll see. Shap's going to take a timeout. Yeah, it's definitely not Mitchell under center there. 41.9 remaining in the half. Birds up big, 33-3. I know for me, I'm going to eat my Jets pizza, get on that pepperoni, chow that baby down. It's excellent. And speaking of pizza, another one of our great sponsors is Sauce. Stop by Sauce for some great pizza and wine. Another proud supporter of Chaparral Firebird football, conveniently located on the Scottsdale waterfront and also at Thunderbird Square. I mentioned Clean Freak earlier, and I didn't mention the fact that in the program, again, if you're at Shaptown, pick one up. If you're listening, you already got one. Make sure you go in there. We got a 50% off car wash coupon. I'm using that baby this week. That does exclude the express wash, but any other detail, man, 50% off. It's right around the corner. It's like Shea and 69th Street. Flags fly again here. Dead ball. And Happy Feet on the offense with 41.9 remaining. Getting a little bit sloppy before halftime. We'll march the Ridge back 5 yards. I love it. I see several of the Shap moms. I call them Mama Birds, wearing some tiaras for homecoming tonight. Looking good. Looks nice. Little counter. And not much running room there. The entire right side of the Birds defense right there. Able to stop Hernsbrunner. Looks like that's going to be the last play of the play, and unfortunately, Damon Williamson down in the turf. Again, this is what we want to avoid here. Hopefully it's not a cramping issue or something like that. Damon down, sitting on the turf about the 12-yard line. Hope it's not his knee or his ankle. Maybe, yeah, they're stretching him out. So it looks like a cramping issue. Get some fluids in, young man. He'll be fine. Part of what Coach Barnes has the boys do at halftime, in case you don't know, they'll all eat like a banana, have a good electrolytes drink, Gatorade and such. Make sure they get that in there. Plenty of fluids. Be ready to go for the second half. Quickly played first half. It's only 8-10 here in the Valley. And due to Damon being down, we'll have at least one more snap here on a 4th and 14. Took the Ridge will not snap it wisely, as there's about a 5-second differential on the play clock and the game clock. So that's it at halftime. Our Birds are going to be up very comfortably 33-3. So I mentioned I'm going to go away for a while, take a break, rest this hoarse voice, and the stream will stay on. Joel, thanks, man. You can get some great shots to everybody out there. I'll come back. And our Birds up big time at half, 33-3. Jay Candy Boy, homecoming 2018. Enjoy. I'll talk to you in about 20 minutes.
Of Miss Jennifer Moreau, percussion instructor Sean Moreau, color guard choreographer by Maya Venice and Pam Edgar. The band is performing part 1 and part 2 from their competition show, Minerally Speaking. The band would like to thank their wonderful alumni band members for coming back tonight. Now, under the field direction of drum major Dallas Moon, the Firebird Marching Band.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah, that's great. See, that's when you wish you could kind of take the other enough. So you can't turn that off to the settings, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it'd be cool if we could just do it right off this side. Just shut it off. Never pushed it. That was the first time you pushed it.
Hey, you always want to say yours?
Yeah, I pushed that before.
Still had him. I was like, whoa!
Big round of applause for the pride of Chaparral, the Chaparral Firebird Marching Band. Now to continue our halftime entertainment, your Chaparral cheer line. round of applause for the Chaparral cheer line. Up next for halftime entertainment, Chaparral JV Palm Line.
Have you?
We're going back in the days.
Chaparral JV Palm Line. And now taking the field, the Chaparral Varsity Palm Line. Big round of applause for the Chaparral Varsity Pom.
All right, Chaptown, how we doing tonight? Oh, come on. Come on, Chaptown, how we doing tonight? There it is. My name is Alex Peter. I am your student government advisor. Please welcome to the track our homecoming royalty. For the freshmen, we have Berlin Smallwood and Hercules Golden.
Halftime at homecoming Chaparral 2018. Jay Candyboy just checking back in with you. I'll let you listen to public address announcer Mark Carroll's announcement of
For the sophomores, we have
for
King
the sophomores, juniors, and seniors.
Knox,
Birds up big 33-3
Queen
here.
Marielle
Not expected.
Noto.
We'll be back with your live action real shortly.
For the juniors, we have Chase Jorgensen and Queen Heather Lauren. And for the seniors, we have King Charlie Beresford and Queen Berkeley Warner. For 2018 royalty.
Here comes Firebird.
What?
Halftime winding down here at Chaptown as Wojo's checking in. What's up, Wojo in the house? Our Birds up 33-3, quite frankly, as expected, over a outmanned and depleted ball club from Mountain Ridge. The Mountain Lions coming in with a record of 0 wins and 5 losses. At halftime, I had an opportunity to talk to a couple of coaches outside the press box here, and the story was their quarterback who started the first 2 games, basically he had thrown 7 picks in the first 2 games, quit the program, and then a second-string quarterback who played the last couple games knocked out for concussion protocol, so they have gone with a gentleman by the name of Cole Mitchell, number 18. I've been calling his name all night. He has not seen any varsity action at all before tonight, so that young man trying to step up against this very aggressive swarming type defense of the Birds, and you can see the result. Birds up 33-3. So recapping the scoring, our Birds actually were down 3-0 on an early field goal. Surprisingly, first offensive set of downs for Mountain Ridge. They went down the field and put their points on the board, but then our boys responded Zine Tesler actually in the Wildcat, which is normally reserved for Darvon Hubbard, but big Darvon out this week because of an ankle injury. Zine punching it in at the 3:47 mark to put the Birds up 6-3 at the 35.9 second mark of the first quarter. Jack Miller, his first touchdown pass to tight end Jack Helston, so the Jacks hooking up there. And then after the kickoff, next play, Ben Edelblut streaking in from his safety position, pick 6 into the end zone. Birds looking good at that point. And now with 2:40 remaining in the first half, Jack Miller's second touchdown pass to Tommy Christakis. Nice 80-yard aerial strike there. And with 1:39 remaining in the half, final points on the board, Braxton Tesler. So both Teslers getting touchdowns in the first half for our Birds. Braxton jumping on a fumble recovery in the end zone, and that brings us to our halftime score of 33-3. So the Birds, as you can see, will receive the second half kickoff. And I had mentioned earlier, trying to play for the running clock. That is their motivation coming out here. Michael Gurriel to kick it off. Devin Crawford, who's had a little bit of trouble hanging on to the ball tonight, deep for our Birds. Going to be a short kick again. Edelblut will field it, the 20, the 30. Ben already with one touchdown. The 35 will be wrestled out of bounds about the 37-yard line. And Ben, as starting on varsity for the first time this year, he has really stepped up and done a nice job out of his safety position. So Jack Miller and offensive company will get their first set of downs here in the second half. The mercy rule means that if you're up by 42, the clock will run. And that's, again, what our boys are shooting for in the second half. We already had one of the Birds go down. I'm checking to see if Marcus Novell comes out here. He did trot off the field. I don't see him out there. Instead, I see number 82, Max Miner, at the bottom of your screen. So it looks like possibly Marcus Novell will not be returning tonight, and hope that young man is okay. So Jack this time rolls to his left, going to be chased, breaks a tackle, and going to be driven out of bounds for about a 2-yard loss there. Good defensive pursuit by the Mountain Lions. Looked like Noah Hasagawa, one of the captains, and also Jackson Rossi, number 3, knocking him out over there. Good coverage defensively by the Ridge defense that time. All the energy and excitement I was talking about that had gone a little bit flat there in the second quarter, a buzz after all the halftime festivities here. Our own Jace Jorgensen named the junior class royalty. So JJ getting it done on the field and on the couch as far as royalty. Miller's pass is going to be batted down. In his face, Tyler Strode, number 85 there, knocking that one to the turf. They bring up a 3rd and 13. So we'll see how Coach Barnes does play it here in the second half. Again, wanting to certainly, and they will seal this one away, folks, just not have any injuries and get hopefully some PT for some of the other players, but yet want to try and also reward the team with an off day tomorrow. Miller rolls near side, has a couple of men. Christakis is wide open, finds Tommy right there at the 42. Nice catch with his hands. Dances out of bounds. He's going to be short of the sticks. And let's see what Coach Barnes wants to do here. The defense has been stellar. And it looks like they are going to punt it away. A couple of the Firebird faithful, as you can hear, displeased with that decision. At least it's clean so far. Number 2, David Doucette, dropping back to his own 25 to receive Tommy's punt. And he punts it away, turns over, booming kick. Nice one. It does bounce into the end zone, automatic touchback. So ball at the 20-yard line for Mountain Ridge's first offensive set of downs. Finally able to figure out there at the end of the first half, it was number 2, David Doucette, who was under center. It was not Cole Mitchell, the JV starting quarterback, who was getting his first varsity reps, as I had mentioned just a minute ago. So we'll see what they trot out here in the second half. I was telling you folks about the October 12th contest where Mountain Point rolls into Shaptown, And we need to be out here in full force to welcome Coach Hamilton home in Firebird style. Hope to take them out. Then our boys go on the road October 19th, the biggest game left on the schedule, quite frankly. It's an ESPNU game at Pinnacle. Their quarterback, Spencer Rattler, already committed to the University of Oklahoma before our boys close out the regular season at home against Liberty on October 26th. Inside a handoff, not much running room for Hurst Brunner. Jace Jorgensen, JJ, the Royal one tonight, and the stop there. It's like a loss of 1 on that one to bring up a 2nd and 11 here. And once again, the Mountain Lions in no hurry tonight. JV quarterback, upmanned. You can talk to the coaches, just going to try and get through this week and see if they can get together for their game plan next week. Look at their schedule a second here. Number 23, the ball carrier, who's not on the roster, and half the left side of the Birds defensive.
23 once again, the ball carrier.
And Zian Tessler, I see up there.
First brought down, first down by number 4, Jack Johnston.
Jack Johnson in there. Got to give a little love to Ashton Waddell again flying up. So looking at the schedule for the Mountain Ridge Ball Club, next week they're at Liberty. Wow, it's going to be a tough one. Then they go to Pinnacle. Then they have Boulder Creek and O'Connor. So could be a odd season for the Mountain Lions. Rolling this time, flushed and going to be drugged down from behind. Mitchell again, Oliver Karras wrapping him up there. Brings up a punting situation as Devin Crawford will drop back to receive this one. Again, talking to the coaches from the Ridge at halftime, they said they did get a transfer in from Colorado. So next year, this guy's a highly touted athlete. He has a back surgery problem this year, so he'll at least be able to be competitive for them next year. Ramirez at his own goal line, set to punt this one away. Good snap and terrible kick off the side of his foot. Let's see where they marked that one at. It's going to be inside the 30, I would think. Oh, okay, 31. Great field position. Birds looking to put their first points the second half on the board here. Want to give out another shout out to our headline sponsor, Jimmy John's. Freak yeah, Jimmy John's. We're incredibly proud to be a sponsor of Chaparral Firebird football, as they are the official press box sponsor. Go Firebirds. Love me some Jimmy John's, man. Good little turkey, good little mayo, some lettuce, tomato. I'm going to town. Good stuff. Miller and company ready. Williams, some running room inside the 20. Could go. 10, trips, the 5, fighting towards the end zone. Jared trying to get there. Nice run after contact. Great explosion as always through the right side of that offensive line as one of the Mountain Lions comes up limping. That's number 15, Zay Johnson. So first down and goal to go at the 3. Birds tempo here, ready to punch it in. But Williams gets it again, and he does. Bounces left side, spins, and no signal yet. There we go at the 8:57 mark. Jared Williams bounces in. Puts the Birds on the board again. 39th point of the evening. That was pretty easy. That's what we're looking for. Christakis PAT upcoming. As I mentioned, he's missing 1 PAT all season long. He's already missed 2 tonight, unfortunately. Svetley's snap is not going to be a good one, and Ben Edelblut picks it up and is going to be drugged down, so that one's no good. A little bit of a kicking game issue tonight, kind of resurfaced. It leveled out the last few weeks. Our score 39-3 here as the Birds will kick it away again. Another one of our headline sponsors is the Fairmont Princess. Once again, a very special thank you to your family and friends from the Fairmont Princess. We appreciate the scoreboard score sponsorship. Take advantage of a 5-diamond luxury hotel, the TPC Stadium Course, or the award-winning Well and Being top-ranked spa. Also, they proudly sponsor the La Hacienda Restaurant, Torina Latin Restaurant and Rum Bar, and the Bourbon Steak Restaurant. And who doesn't like Raising Cane's? I mean, they are the official chicken finger sponsor for Chaparral football. They love their ongoing ticket and booster club lounge sponsorship. Raising Cane's is always ready for Chaparral Firebird football. And you know these guys, Lerner and Rowe, in a wreck, need a check. They'll always fight hard to get you all the money you deserve. They're a long-standing, proud supporter of Chaparral football. So Tommy C. ready to kick it away again. Leverage and number 19, who's not in my roster, standing deep. They're not going to get a chance this one either. Sails through the end zone. Touchback, ball at the 20-yard line. Tommy, that strong leg, rarely does the opponent get a chance to even try and return one. Think back to that game last week against Chaparral. Check that, against Saguaro, when we had a 15-yard, actually it was a sideline warning penalty against our Birds. And kicking off, Tommy wanted to go ahead and go for it with his strong leg. And when Coach Barnes said go ahead and pop that one up, a little bit disappointed he wasn't able to try and kick that one away, see if he could still put it in the end zone. This didn't happen at that time. We got some fudge cake. All right. So Mitchell leading the troops once again for the Mountain Lions. Check that. Looks like Doucette is going to be in the shotgun at his own 15. So David Doucette, the 6', 160-pound senior, is going to pull it and roll to the right. He does throw underneath. Pass is complete. It is complete to Preston Miller. And nice catch by Preston over there. So Doucette playing the running back position and now at the quarterback, able to complete his pass. Nice job by there. So I'll bring up a 2nd and 5 with 8.5 remaining in the third quarter. Our Birds up 39-3. So I got the Wojo tribe with me, man. What's up, brother?
Just enjoying the game?
Just enjoying the game. Who's this lovely lady?
Ava.
Ava, how are you? Welcome to Press Box. How's that Portillo's chocolate fudge cake? It's yummy. I always have to have a piece. Nice job by the defense here. And got to give it up. Looks like, yep, big number 59, Jackson Richards wrapping up Doucette. Going to bring up a 3rd down and about 12 for the Mountain Lions. 8 minutes remaining here. So I mentioned this game well in control. Main objective, get nobody hurt and get away from this one. And look forward to next week's game in Anthem. Abe, aren't you a dancer? Your dad told me you're a really good dancer. And you really like to dance to hip hop, is that right? Did I hear that from Dad? Did I get some knucks? Way to go. I want to see some YouTube. We got some YouTube, Dad, we can share?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it up. Thanks, Wojo. Hey, nice to meet you, honey. Everybody's listening and watching for you. Yeah. You going out? Yeah. See? Liddell defensively for our boys means they'll bring up a 4th down and another punting situation for the Mountain Lions. Once again, Ramirez dropping back to punt it away to number 9, Devin Crawford. I'd like to see Devin break one here. Get a little confidence, get his hands back and break one, take one to the house. Chase Jorgensen running on the field last minute here. Got to have 11 on the defensive side of the ball for special teams also. Short punt. Crawford's going to field it on the run to 45, the 40, the 35, the 30. Breaks tackle, spins inside the 25, down to about the 21, 22-yard line. So there's a good run for Mr. Crawford. Punt return. Ethan Hudak, one of the captains, wrapping up Devin across the way. A little hanky in the turf. We'll check that one out. See what's going on down there. Across the way. And looking for a preliminary and explanation here. 7:15 remaining in the third. Birds up 39-3. personal foul against Mountain Ridge. So that's going to be a big one. Half distance. You can hear the referees being mic'd up for the first time here at Shaptown. Very cool. Wojo, got to give you a shout out for that one, brother. Got that one done. Nice to hear. Another one of the features that we have at Shaptown. You come out to a game, we got the play clock, we've got mic'd up refs. You know, we stream these games. This is one of the many reasons why it's one of the premier football programs in Arizona, if not in the country. Top-notch equipment, facilities are great. Tradition's incredible, great coaching staff. Come enjoy Chaparral football. Jack Miller fires, has a man wide open. Tommy Christakis, touchdown Birds! Miller to Tommy C at the 7:09 mark. Puts the Birds up 45-3, so that means the running clock will be in effect since they're up 42, as long as they stay above by 42. So Miller to Tommy C. Maybe unofficially, that is Tommy's second touchdown catch and Miller's third touchdown toss tonight. Great ball and great route on that one. This is where we want it to be. It's probably the one hiccup tonight has been the kicking game of PATs. Edelblut to hold. Perfect snap. Tommy's kick splits the uprights. So 46-3 for our Birds. So running clock will be in effect as long as up at 42, like I said. So diving into this program to give some more love to some of our sponsors. Handlebar J's, Scottsdale's original rib house. I know they've been around forever, man. Established in 1967. They got some ribs. They got some really good ribs. Barbecue steaks, burgers, more. And live music. Kick it up. Get your country. The Herndon family invites you where hospitality, Western style, is always tradition. That's at Handlebar J's. It's like 7116 Becker. That's what, 3 blocks north of Shaptown. Real close. So boys, methodically tonight, putting away this ball club as anticipated. We'll see at what point the coaching staff chooses to put in some of the backups. Not yet. But now we got the running clock, possibly. Once again, leverage and number 19 back to receive the kick. Tommy C tees it up to the 40. Line drive kick could be fielded, and instead hops into the end zone.
Touchback once again at the kickoff by Christakis. On-range ball at the 20-yard line.
For those of you that stayed at halftime and watched that live stream, great rendition by the Pommies and JV Pommies and cheer squad. Band, nice entertaining job out there. Got to give it up. Good stuff, Shap. Come on down. I also mentioned the kickoff. Only 94 degrees, man. You're below 100 degrees. It is fall in Arizona. Probably the last game of the last couple years in the playoffs, I almost had to have a long sleeve shirt on, depending on where we're at. We were at Centennial last year, and I think I did bust out a long sleeve shirt. It was like in the 80s. Handoff this time, going to be smashed in the backfield. Nothing going there. Defense flying around the ball. Braxton Tesler had a huge night. A couple fumble recoveries for number 33, BT, all over that stuff. Ball back to the 15-yard line. I can't remember the last time I've called a game ever. I've been calling Birds games for 7 years, and Fountain Hill's part of that, back Kansas part of that. 2 brothers scored touchdowns, and both those brothers, Zian and Braxton, are primarily defensive players. I mean, they are defensive players. Unique, to say the least. Cool. The Tesla parents love it. Very deserving. Defense all over Mitchell again, and nothing going there. Going to be brought down. Birds can sniff at Cam Hightower flying up. Good job by Cam. I was talking to his dad this morning at the QB club, and real proud of his son. Cam doing a great job. 6'1", 165-pound junior. Flies to the ball all over the place. Occasional handle a punt return. Great hands in that young man. Looks like David Doucette, number 2, is going to check in and handle snap this time. He appears to be the so-called throwing quarterback, or at least he's in the gun. Once again, the Birds showing pressure. Doucette rolls, wants to throw, fires one, and has a man. By these unofficial records, 2 for 2. Pass is complete. Number 15, Zay Johnson. Edelblut defensively, and also Ashton Liddell. But pretty nice effort there. Able to complete a pass. Doucette 2 for 2 unofficially. As Crawford again drops back, standing inside the own 45 of Mountain Ridge. See what he can do. Good return last time Devin got the ball. Ramirez standing in his own 7 to punt it away here. End over end short punt again. Devin will have this one. 45, 40, 40. Ooh, could be a horse collar on that one. Wow. Looked like a horse collar tackle from here, but I'm not up close. So inside the 30, Devin slammed to the turf. And for those of you that were either at the Saguaro game last week or watched that one, Devin had a vicious hit at the last play of the game, brought down by Saguaro. Saguaro with 3 personal foul penalties in that game. Their safety second play of the game, taken out for targeting. Devin was brought down, just absolutely dirty tackle by Saguaro. To me, you know, if you're going to win with class, and that was not cool. So, regardless, our Birds ready to go here again inside the 30. First team offense still out there. Miller at his 34. Williams gets the ball, spins down about 2-3, depending on the spot there. So I mentioned the clock is running, now approaching 3 minutes in the third quarter. Hi, Lisa. You having fun?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like it. It's good. We're giving lots of shouts and loves.
Back there in the end zone with Kevin.
Yeah? That's cool. She's giving me some knucks. Great smile. I love it. It's good. Of course. So Birds ready on 2nd and 8 here. Miller drops all kinds of time underneath. Tommy Christakis, the 20, the 15. Stiff arms, cuts back across the field, the 10. Inside, down about the 8-yard line. Good run after catch by Tommy C. Nice job there. So move the sticks. First down, Birds. Miller to Christakis, and Tommy C. did not want to go down there. Bring up a 1st and goal to go. Looks like about the 7-yard line for our Birds. Williams shifts to the right, gets the ball from Jack, and not much running room this time. Gideon Malaulu able to bring him down. Also number 67, Joseph Urias for the Mountain Lions. Under 2 minutes now remaining in the third. Our Birds up, you can see big 46-3. Unofficially tonight, I've got Jared with 1 rushing touchdown. See if they try to give him the ball again to get him in the end zone. 2nd and 8. All right, brother. See you guys, man. Nice to see you, Ava. Bye. The Wojo's heading out, man. Miller fires. Tommy Christakis looking to break a tackle. He's got 4 defenders on him. Wow, what an effort by Tommy. Going to be short about the 1-yard line. Brought down about the 1-yard line. Tommy sniffing that end zone, man, trying to get in there, but denied at the 1. Bring up a 3rd and 1 with 1 minute now remaining in the third. See number 18, Capri Hamilton, checking in for his first action of the evening. Capri, very fleet-footed wide receiver. He's been on the kick return team, 5'7", 155-pound sophomore. Shab wants to talk about this one. First timeout of the half. So going back to my handy-dandy program here. What else we got to get some? Oh, yeah, this is a good. Rasconi's. Hello, American Kitchen, northeast corner of Tatum and Shea. I've been there, man. Their Sunday brunch is outstanding. They also serve lunch and dinner. And we got a coupon in this program. Enjoy a complimentary bread pudding with an entree. Bring in this awesome program. So I already gave a shout out to Sherry Miller and her crew putting together this great glossy. And you pick one up, it's got bios on the coaches, it's got individual pictures of all the players, of course the rosters, some stories, a message from Sam Messina, AD, a principal, which Principal Dreifert, man, hey, his brother Darren Dreifert played professionally for the Dodgers. I'm a Kansas guy. He went to Wichita State, so go Sunflower Gold. So our boy is ready on 3rd and 1 here. And I look for Williams to get the ball to Miller's right, and he does, right at the middle. Touchdown, Jared Williams at the 45.2 mark. So Jared Williams' second touchdown of the evening. Puts the Birds up 52-3. And I think we may see a mass substitutions next offensive set of downs. But I've been wrong before. But we're now up by 49. Could be 50 here. And coach wants to keep that margin to have them all earn that day off tomorrow, but yet get some PT here in the 4th quarter. Tommy C. Excuse me. PAT is up and good. 53-3. Which, by the way, folks, next week, Joel, man, dude's going to be mic'd up with, man. I'm excited. Got a little headphone extension cord came in today. So from the rest of this season, that famed cameraman Joel Sanchez is going to be giving me his little color action, little insight. Looking forward to it, brother. Get you in there. They gave us good shots all year long. Now we're going to have your comments. Priceless seasoning to these broadcasts, which, quite frankly, adds a lot to me. Because you don't have to listen to me talk so much. So cool. Next week, we'll be on the air. Now, know this, folks, as always, every away game is an interesting streaming situation. I'll put it that way. We're really reliant upon what those schools have to offer for us. We do take a 5G, like a MiFi out there. We've had good luck with that. We've had not good luck with that. So bear with us when we go on the road. We do our, excuse me, our best. Normally the schools don't let us tie into their Wi-Fi. If they do, which we have had in some schools in the past, it's great. So tune in regardless. Firebird Football on YouTube, you know that. Next week at Boulder Creek and Anthem. Listen to Joel, man. Just spice up these broadcasts for you. So once again, through the end zone goes Tommy C's kick, 20.8 remaining in the 3rd. And our boys once go on the defense side of the ball. Yeah, I see quite a few substitutions. I see number 31, Jack Witten, getting a little PT. Jack had a great defensive ball game against La Jolla a couple weeks ago. I see number 20, Ryan Alderman out there. I see number 53, Cameron D'Souza. Cameron's, of course, got some pretty good PT this year. Number 72, Ryan McMillan. Number 55, Wes Mason's out there. So a few of the boys, backup boys in there. Jack Johnson, of course, he's been playing quite a bit, but he's now in there. That's the end of 3. So after 3, our score 53-3 as we continue this running clock. Make sure you do tell your family and friends about Firebird Football. Most of our streamings, I checked the numbers, we're on about 450 plus. We've been in the 500s of views. Quite a few live, quite a few going after the fact. That's why we want to have it out there for everybody to view and take in. And speaking of taking in, how about an Air Park Jeep Dodge? Visit today to see the latest new models or view their entire new vehicle inventory online at www.airparkdodgechryslerjeep.com at 7801 East Frank Lloyd Wright Boulevard. And Babbo Italian Eatery, they're already one of our pregame spots for our Birds. Babbo Italian Eatery, the one we go to, is conveniently located at Indian School. Love it, man. Italian Eatery. They got coupon here too. All kinds of coupons in this program, just to get the free program and take advantage of the coupons. There you go. Solid, really solid. So 12 minutes left, playing time left. And the Mountain Lions, the 20-yard line, once again. Here they go. And looks like Doucette will take the snap at his 15. Empty backfield for the Mountain Lions. And Doucette fires one up and pickable ball, and Cam Hightower comes down with it. Cam's got some blockers and running room. The 20 bounces off one. Athletic move inside the 15. Cam down to about the 14. That wasn't even a 50-50 ball thrown up by Doucette. It was more like a 20-80 ball is going to be picked, and it was. Cam Hightower, nice job. And then good run after interception down to the 15-yard line. So unofficially the third turnover against the Mountain Lions tonight. 2 fumble recoveries. Check that, 4th, because Ben Edelblut had a pick 6 earlier. So long evening, as I mentioned, for the Ridge. Clock will run, as I mentioned. Only stops on timeouts and injury plays, which we certainly hope we don't have any of those on either side of the ball. So backup quarterback Sam Treaster, number 17, now at the helm. Diego Echevarria, right up the middle. Diego's first varsity action. Gets a carry. Coach talking about Diego in the quarterback club this morning. Really excited about this 5'5", 145-pound sophomore.
Just picked up his $110.
So a nice run inside the 15, about the 13-yard line.
Now winning quarterback for the Firebirds, number 17, Sam Treaster.
And by the way, I haven't even mentioned this week are all 3 levels going for the sweep here. Freshman team victorious, JV team victorious. Both played yesterday. Of course, the varsity smash cake tonight. Treaster fires. It's going to be complete. And in the end zone, touchdown Max Miner. So Treaster to Miner, hook up. 8-yard touchdown pass. Sammy putting it right on the numbers. Max knew what to do with it in the end zone. So at the 10:37 mark, Treaster to Miner, touchdown pass. Nice one. Stockler's still on for the PAT. I was talking to Sam's dad today, the quarterback club. I actually sat next to Proud Papa and hoping Sam would get some PT tonight, and he is, and he will. Nice thrown ball by Sam, so nice.
10:26 left to go in your ball game.
Our score now, 60-3. And yeah, Mountain Ridge, okay, got a feel for them. Oh, I didn't mention the clock does also stop at scores, so that's the case. There is a flag in the play. Dead ball and sportsmanlike against Ben Edelblut, which don't need to do that. Ben's class act will be enforced on the kickoff. I don't know if it's a little bit of talking too much or whatever. Don't do that. I know Coach Barnes will want to know exactly what happened down there. I see him talking to the zebra right now. Get an explanation. He'll be coaching Ben up. Ben's a good man. Won't happen again. 10:26. Birds up huge as anticipated. Good to see all these guys who work so hard every week. Some of them, you know, the scout teams get some varsity playing time here. This will be a 15-yard penalty marched off. I like to see Tommy, see kick this one away, man. See what he can do for 25.
After the penalty, Chris Sackles will be
It's
kicking
like
off from
Jacob
the 25-yard line.
Thurziano, number 42, bottom of your screen. First time we called his name. And Hernsbrunner to receive the kick. Go back deep to receive the kick. Check that. I'm so sorry, folks. There you're up, man. I'm not even looking down the field. I apologize. The only thing I've been drinking is water, too. Would never do that at a high school football game. Tommy's kick away. Going to be fielded the 20, the 25. And brought down about the 26-yard line. Flag flies way back. Wow.
Johnson
That one's all about.
Tackle by number 44. Parker Smith.
Johnson returning. Parker Smith with tackle. Penalty came flying way late, way away from the play. The linesman, see what he saw. It's a sideline warning. What's going on with that? We'll check it and see.
During the return.
Holding against the offensive team is the call.
On the return team. 10-yard penalty for the end of the return. First down.
So we're going to mark that one off. 10 yards at the end of the return. So bring it back to about the 16-yard line. We'll see who the Mountain Lions trot out at quarterback now. Cole Mitchell is done. Or if that normal JV quarterback gets another opportunity, it is going to be Mitchell, it appears. I see number 18 out there. Good experience for him. I see number 34, Jack Forsyth, bottom of your screen, getting his first varsity action. 5'11", 145-pound sophomore. Pulls it himself, does Mitchell, and nice run there. Going to be brought down by Jack Witten and also Damon Williamson. He's close to the first down marker, and they are going to move the sticks. It's a good individual effort by Mitchell on that one. Also see big number 79, Sardar Aziz, right in the middle of your screen defensively, replacing Jace Jorgensen. And this is going to be picked. Nice. Oh, nice job. Absolutely. Ashton Liddell, wow. He had so much daylight, almost dropped it. I think he started running for a header, but jumped that route. So 5th turnover unofficially for Mountain Ridge tonight. Great job by Ashton. His first interception of the season. So 3 picks tonight, 2 fumble recoveries. 24-yard line for the Birds. Inside 9 minutes remaining in the contest. You can see the score on your screen. Up by 57. This is a game where, thank goodness for the mercy rule, because it would just drag on otherwise, and no reason to make it any worse than it is. And Chaparral is going to take a timeout. Wow.
Timeout, Chaparral.
Okay.
7 card. Timeout.
Up by 57. Anyway, with 8:44 remaining in the ball game, Shap chooses to take a timeout here. That's a good coaching opportunity. While I coach the boys up, that must be what's going on down there for Coach Barnes. I haven't mentioned the WM Grace Company. Been around since 1966. They're family owned and operated. They are voted one of the 10 top developers in Arizona by the Business Journal. They pride themselves in fairness, reliability, integrity within the industry, and they have a combined 100 years experience within the executive team. It's a WM Grace Company. Been around forever. That's cool. All right, so our boys on offense. Treaster again at the helm. Echevarria. Joel can probably roll there. Echevarria. That's right. Echevarria. At the 31. Joel's going to bust my chops about that one. I love it. Etch gets the handoff, and a couple off the right side there. Going to be brought down by Malauulu. Up a 2nd and 9. Christian Cervantes checked in offensively for our boys. Top of your screen, number 14. Out wide net side, number 18, Capri Hamilton. I already called his name, and it looks like the Ridge is going to blitz. They are. Treaster pulls it himself. Sam inside the 20, pushed out about the 19, 18-yard line. Good job by Treaster. Little boot there. Didn't have any blocking out front of him at all, so it was really like a naked boot, and Sam able to get out of bounds, pick up about 4 or 5 depending on the spot. Good individual effort on that one. About the 19-yard line, so about a gain of 5. Bring up a 3rd and call a long 4-5 here. Ball at the 19. Sam hands off and smashed in the backfield. Check that. Pulls it himself is Treaster, but a couple flags fly. Faked me out on that one. Good fake by Sam on that one. He's drugged down. We got dual hankies there. See what that's all about. Probably a hold or something on the offensive side since we got a couple on our side of the field. With that being said, it's against Mountain Ridge. That's why. All right. Face mask defense, so half the distance. First down, Birds. Move the sticks. Sam pulled it himself, hung in there. Good job by Sam. Looking to lead his second touchdown drive here. Ball inside the 9-yard line, and Birds on the march. Echeverria, nothing there. About 4 Mountain Lions jammed that one up.
Echeverria, the ball carrier. Stop by number 90, Carson Shoemaker.
Shoemaker defensively for the Mountain Lions. Ball right in the middle of the field. Be curious. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves here, but 2nd 11. This doesn't pan out what coach decides to do here in 4-down territory. Hope we get in there before that. Just take that out of the realm of possibility. Cervantes in the slot near side. Etch gets a handoff, drug down as the ball does come out. Looks like he had hit the turf first.
Once again stopped by Shoemaker.
Shoemaker busting through. Etch with a little bit of a limp back there. Sure he's okay. Don't want to get that young man have any kind of harm. Also, Jared Behringer, number 65, is checked in. And Jonathan Dunn, big number 77 out there. Going to give these guys a little bit of air time. Number 62, Grady Behringer. So Behringer brothers up front right now for our Birds. Treaster drops. Nice pass underneath. It's going to be caught. Cervantes looking to break a tackle. Christian, his first reception at the varsity level. His father, one of our board members, Christian Sr. Appreciate you, brother. Glad to see your son. Welcome to the big leagues, man. Good varsity grab. Look forward to more PT for him this year and next. Christian Jr., check out his size listed at where are we at? We're 6 feet, 170-pound junior. Got good wheels, I know that. 5:25 remaining the ball game. And Birds faced with a 4th and 11. They are going to go for it. This is a question I was wondering what they would do here. Echeverria, nothing there. Slam down. A-gap run. Shoemaker, 3 tackles in that drive alone for Shoemaker. So the Birds will turn it over on downs here with 5 minutes remaining in the ball game. And you can see Birds up big 60-3. Okay, next week on the road, folks, we go to Anthem. Face the Boulder Creek Ball Club. They made the playoffs last year. First time the Birds have played in Anthem at Boulder Creek for New High School. Let's take that Bird pride on the road, show them what we're all about, and travel up to Anthem. Come see us. If you can't make it, tune in here. YouTube, Firebirds Football. Tell your family and friends about us. Get the word out. Lots of views. My phone blows up every week. I appreciate that. It's good. Good football. All right. Right up the middle. No going. Go the Mountain Lions. Defensively, Ryan Alderman able to stop. Looks like that was Hirschbrunner, the carrier. Gain of 2. Bring up a 2nd and 8. Again, Mitchell, the JV quarterback, listed at 5'8", 140. Got to bulk that dude up, man. Of course, thrown into this whole game situation. So, 2nd 8 coming up. Little handoff left side. Nothing going there. Wes Mason able to make the tackle defensively for our Birds. Didn't quite catch the run on that one. Sorry about that, guys. Bunch of people down there as we approach 3:30 remaining in the ball game. Several of the Firebird faithful filing out of Shaptown Stadium here. Once again, the misdirection this time. Oh, almost able to break a tackle. Number 23, not listed. And I have a 22 and 24, so 23 stumbles to the turf. And to bring up a 4th down and 3, the Mountain Lions may as well go for it here. His time's probably going to run out in this ball game. As we approach 2:50 remaining. So as promised, and easy win, good playing time for his backups. Hopefully no injuries. We did have Marcus Novell go down there at the end of the first half. Hope that Marcus is okay. Otherwise, we should be in good health for next week, it appears. Defense all over Mitchell. Hungry, but Mitchell didn't have the ball. That was a good one. Christian Bauer thought that he did, but he did not. Instead, Hirschbrunner fumble officially on the play is recovered by Ron Alderman. So by my score, that's 6 turnovers by the Rids tonight. And the Birds will certainly capitalize. So mission accomplished, Coach Barnes. Great job as the Birds will go to 4-1. And first section win. Great dominating win here. Get Darvon back next week, go up to Anthem, go on the road to O'Connor, and come home to Mountain Point. So key stretch of games here. Let's keep all the boys healthy. And congratulations, Firebird parents, because your boys don't have practice tomorrow. They get to sleep in, and so do you if you're involved in dropping off or picking up. So this big win, it's going to be a morning of rest, as looks like the play clock ran out on the boys. Back judge lets the hanky fly. So what kind of started sluggish is going to finish real strong. It was Mountain Ridge did score the first 3 points. Been all Birds as expected since then. Jack Miller, 3 touchdown passes. Jared Williams, 2 touchdown runs. The Tesla brothers both with touchdowns tonight. Zine from the Wildcat punching it in. His brother Braxton fumble recovery for a touchdown. Ben Edelblut pick 6 touchdown. Just an outstanding game. Tommy Christakis, 2 touchdown receptions, so got to give it up. Great ball club, 4-1. Come see them, guys. That sounds like a commercial, but Firebird football is fun, and coach has got them heading the right direction. Oh, speaking of the classroom, I want to mention that because that was also brought up at the quarterback club meeting. I've been in this program now 7 years, and this time of year, unfortunately, at all levels of the program, there are usually several athletes who are sitting out. This year, none. So great job by the coaching staff, led by Coach Barnes, to make sure that they are student athletes. Etch gets the carry, not much there. No turnover. One more grade check will be before the Liberty game, I know. We want to make sure we have everybody eligible then, but it's great to see the coach has the focus on the field and in the classroom the way it should be. So Coach Barnes has really done a great job in his first year here at Shap. And see if we can get one more off. Trees are looking at the sideline, if the play is called in or not. Sam's done a nice job. Good to know that if something should happen to Jack Miller, the backup quarterback position's in good hands with Sam Treester, folks. Echeverria, one more time for Mountain Lions slamming him to turf, and that should be the last play of the game. So our final score tonight is going to be Birds 60 and Mountain Lions 3 from Shaptown. Jay Candyboy along with Joel Sanchez signing off saying happy homecoming 2018. Our Birds go to 4-1. Talk with you next week. Go Birds.